Hello YouTube, what you see here is a PowerMac G5 quad core. Take a look at that. Full PCI Express, one massive heatsink, and one massive flaw. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Delphi water cooling system that Apple used on the early revisions of the PowerMac G5 quad. Later they switched to a Panasonic unit that was way more reliable. This one has suffered from the fate that many of these have suffered from. As you can see right there, there's just a bunch of gunk everywhere. This is just the most disgusting system that's out there. I mean, you can just see corrosion and greenness. So yeah, let me turn on the lights so we can take a better look here. This should give us some more light here. As you can see there, this thing is gunked up to the max. You can see all of that nasty residue back there. The weird thing is though, that I can't see any real damage to the logic board, but the logic board is in fact fucked. And this cooling system will never cool again. The G5 quad is a wonderful machine. It Geekbenches roughly 4,000, which is a lot for a PowerPC machine. It's really a great system. It just has this one fatal flaw that makes it totally useless. The CPUs are pretty much knackered, and that's why it won't boot anymore. I'll show you what happens when you plug in the power. By the way, it has this weird connector. Let me turn the light off. It's fucking everything up. It has this weird connector. It's a C19 plug. Power does engage. The power supply still works. The problem is though, you see an orange or a yellow LED there and a red one. The red one is the CPU indicator. And it pretty much means that when that thing is red, you need to contact Apple because there's something wrong with your logic board. So that's what's happened to this bad boy. I wanted this machine to work. I ordered a couple parts for it, nothing too expensive. Pretty much got that cable, and I ordered a video card to test to see if it even worked. I didn't have this special cable, so I figured that I could just order a few parts on the cheap if I could, and see if this thing would work. But it doesn't matter what you do, this thing is just as dead as it can get. Even if I put RAM in it, would still just not budge. So this is the end of this PowerMac G5 quad. Ruined by this horrible, horrible Delphi water cooling system. Water cooling itself is great, but not when it's made by Delphi. If you have a quad, just frickin' peel off the panel, take a look. If it says Delphi, check it for leaks, because it will probably have leaked at least some bit. Or just, you know, adjust the clamps and make sure that there are no leaks that could possibly emerge. It's still late for this PowerMac, but maybe it's still in time for yours, if you have a Delphi system. If yours has the later Panasonic branded water cooling system, then consider yourself lucky. But it certainly wouldn't hurt to adjust those clamps just a little bit, if you can. This is the end of this PowerMac G5 quad-core system. It's such a shame. They're wonderful machines. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I mean, of course I need to trash it, and I need to frickin' make it go kaboom, but, you know, it already did. So this is the end of the G5 quad. This is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And be warned, if you're a PowerMac G5 quad user, or a dual core, or whatever water-cooled G5 user out there, if you have a Delphi unit, please take a look, adjust the clamps, make sure it will never leak. Or just replace the whole system altogether. Whatever floats your boat. You could use a Corsair 100i on these. Will work just fine. Hope you all enjoyed this video. See you all in the next one. And stay tuned for more Mac goodness, because I'm not giving up on the G5.